Hi, this is Dale Nelson with StairLok. In our previous video, we showed you how to set up a set of stringers with the paper template that comes with the StairLok system. In this video, we're going to show you our new StairLok Pro Tool. We designed the Pro Tool to be similar to the framing square that we've all used before, but with a lot of upgrades to make everything much simpler. So let's go look and see how this works. So once you know what your rise and run are, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set the Pro Tool. The first thing we do is just release the wing nuts on here and just rise this right up to 7 3/8. And you tighten that down. And on this end, we're gonna have an 11-inch run. So tighten that up, double check. Now we're ready to use the tool. So the first thing we do is come down to the bottom, mark the bottom of the step, mark the front of the first step, and then we can just slide this up to get the bottom of our stringer. And then I'll just turn this around this way to finish that mark. So we don't need any other tools. Then as we go along, mark the top, come in at 11 inches, and repeat that process till you get to the end of the stringer. So once we get to the end, we just take to get our end cut, we'll flip this around to get that full cut. Now, the one thing we've got to remember is that our decking is 1 inch thick. So what we're going to do is come down on the Pro Tool. It's already marked out. Those measurements are actually on that. So all I got to do is come up at 1 inch right here, and I can take the Pro Tool, slide it over, and get that cut. So that allows for the decking on the landing. Now that we've got the first one laid out, we just do like we did before with the paper template. We set the stringers next to each other. So all we have to do is transfer the lines to the other stringer. So now that we got those transposed, we've got to remember that the Pro Tool is marked on both sides. So we need to flip it this way so that the other stringer is a mirror image of the first one. Then we just start at the bottom and do the exact same thing again. So normally we'll have our 11-inch that goes right here, okay? And then we'll put our bracket on, and that'll sit in that 11-inch slot like this. But if you have your decking coming here, and if you wanted to put some kind of nosing on here, and you still wanted that reveal here, so one of the things we can do is instead of putting it at the 11, we'd shift this directly back to the 10-inch right there. So that'll slide that back 1 inch for my 1-inch decking. And then when we put the decking on, we just have to adjust that forward an inch. And then when that nosing and the fascia here, you still have the same reveal right here, but you could put your fascia on to do that. But when we get to the very top of it, what's going to happen is we'd have a stringer that was too short. So what we want to do is make sure we increase this length, the same thickness that it's actually moving back. In this case, it's 1 inch. So what we do is measure back 1 inch right here. Now the next thing is we also had this set down at 1 inch from where we normally put that. We want to leave that measurement in that place and just continue that back. Then when I put my bracket on, it'll hold in those two spots like this with where it needs to be. So the single riser tread is also a product that we make here. This is what it looks like. And the Pro Tool is also set up to do that. You just use the Pro Tool the same way, you use the different holes, or where it says use with single riser tread here. Since they're designed for 1.5 inch, you go down to the 1.5 inch decking, you go on the bottom here with your 11, and then you come up here with 11. And then when that goes on, that bracket, it would go right in those two spots, just like that. As you can see, the StairLok Pro Tool allows for a lot of flexibility, a lot more accuracy in building your set of stairs. Thanks for watching.